goal here is to be able to relate the words in this sentence to a mathematical equation. So we want to go through each word individually and figure out what that translates to in terms of math. So the first word here is 30. That one's pretty easy. First thing that we're going to write down is 30. The next thing that we see here is divided by, so that's not too hard either. Next, we write down a division symbol. And then the next thing that we have here is the sum. So anytime that you see sum, you know that you're going to be adding two numbers. So I'll write an addition sign here and leave space for two numbers on either side of it. So the next things in the sentence are telling us what we're adding. We're adding the number 3 and a number. So anytime you see something vague like a number, you're using a variable. So I'm going to put an x there. And then I'm going to put this whole thing in parentheses just so that we know that we're dividing 30 by this entire quantity. So the next word in our sentence is equals. So I'm going to draw an equals sign. And then what does this equal? It equals 5. So now we have our equation, and all we have to do is solve for this x. So this quantity is being divided, so the first thing that we want to do is get rid of that. And the way that you undo division is by multiplication. So we're going to divide by the entire quantity of 3 plus x. That's going to cancel this out for us. And then we're going to multiply this side also by 3 plus x. This is going to give us a new equation of 30 equals 5 times 3 plus x. So now what we want to do is distribute this 5. So we're going to multiply it by each thing in the parentheses. So we're going to multiply 5 by 3, and then we're going to multiply it by x. And we'll get 30 equals 15 plus 5x. Now we want to get the x by itself. You always want to get the variable by itself in the end. So since 15 and 5x are being added, we undo addition with subtraction. So we are going to subtract 15 from both sides of the equation to get 15 equals 5x. Now the last thing that we have to do to get the x by itself is to get rid of this 5. So 5x means that we're multiplying 5 and x. And as we saw earlier, you undo multiplication with division. So then we divide both sides of the equation by 5. And we get our final answer that x equals 3.